This right here, this is a good example of what it was talking about. Because it said it's going to be, I'll read it. It says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. Like this, don't nobody really step right here. That's why it's a lot of grass and a lot of that shit growing up through the concrete. So ain't nobody gonna be here on the road. That's like if you see like videos of them projecting with Life with No People. They had a series called Life with No People, and like all the buildings, it was all kind of moss growing over all the buildings and through the ground, because it's traveled a lot. That's why it's not here. But on the roads less traveled, that's why you get all that stuff that grows through.
The verse is read?
33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands.
Some independent women, y'all, so-called independent women, y'all gonna be wishing y'all had a man in them days. You don't have a man of the Lord, especially. If you don't have one, read that again.
The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands.
Yeah, because they're not gonna know how to go out and get that food. They're not gonna know how to go out and handle business because they didn't want to be. A lot of women and so-called virgins don't want to be subject to it. But in them days, it's gonna hunt you. If you just so happen to survive, it's gonna hunt you because you don't have a man around because you got that mouth on you.
And it's laborer's work to go hunt, to go gather. That's why the men did it.
It's a man's job. It's a man's world, man.
Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Like I said, just going out and getting that food, that's laborer's work. They're gonna be looking at the moms like, why are you talking shit to them? Now we ain't got nobody gonna get the food.
Right.
Now we gotta go find y'all worried about breaking nails. Worried about sweating your perm out, whatever. It's gonna be terrible days.
You gonna chase down a deer in that day? You can't start a campfire, much less chase down an elk. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish in famine.
Just to back myself up a little bit, that's another reason some of these women won't have a man around these days. They'll probably have a weak ass nigga that's wasn't in the Lord. He go out and get the food. He end up getting this, having to scrap for that food, end up getting killed. Or get killed in a race ride. So it goes both ways. Talking all that smack to him, being killed, trying to take care of his family, man.
That was 30. That was 34. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
Hear now, understand, ye servants of the Lord. Which is the men, the servants of the Lord, the ones that serve the Lord, being humble, having that artistry for the Lord.
Behold the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of them, of whom the Lord spake. Behold the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draweth nigh and are not slack.
Yeah, the plagues that's coming upon this place is going to be missiles. It's going to be, ultimately, first it's going to be that RFID chip, because that's a plague amongst our people. Amongst the men that fear the Lord. That's a plague. Ultimately, niggas are going to be destroyed by the missiles because they don't want to fear the Lord. it sounds harsh, but it's reality. The Lord don't love everybody, so somebody has to go, especially those that don't fear Him.
As when a woman with child is in the 9th month, bringing forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb.
Yeah, because once a woman go into labor, when the contractions start getting shorter and shorter, she can't stop that. She can't stop it. They coming back when they start coming back to back. All right, that's exactly what's going to happen when these prophecies start being fulfilled. Because once that first prophecy happened, then that next one going to happen. Then they're going to start. The domino effect is going to start. It's going to be an effect, and you can't stop it.
Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a movement.
Exactly. Which is the prophecies that will not slack when they come. So like I said, when the prophecies come, they coming. The day is coming. Like a train, you're trying to stop a train automatically. It take a lot for that train to stop. And it ain't gonna stop until it finish its path, man, finish its course. You fucking ran over by a train trying to stop it. Unless you hear it. Stop the train, shoulder.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, man. We can only do so much. The Lord put us out here to do so much. And what we out here doing is preaching His word, and telling y'all ain't ready for them days. Y'all gonna be in anguish, man. It's gonna be a sad day amongst Israel, as far as the 2/3. That's pretty much all I had.
With that said, we say death to America.
Death to America.
Death to the so-called white man.
Death to the so-called white man.
Death to the 2/3.
Death to the 2/3.
Death to the other nations.
Death to the other nations.
Bless the elect.
Bless the elect.
Double honors to the elders.
Double honors to the elders.
And all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Shalom. Kwam Yashala.